Some people say that seeing the world is a gift. Others believe it is a curse. Because once you've seen different ways of living, it becomes much harder to accept that there is only one path to happiness. When you stay in the same place for a long period of time, life often feels straightforward. You follow the familiar route laid out before you. Study hard, find a job, build a career, chase success. The road may not be easy, but at least it seems clear. Then one day you leave, you travel, you move abroad, you step into places that look, sound, and feel completely different from what you've always known. And suddenly, your map of the world expands. You discover people who define success differently, people who value time more than money, people who live in small towns by the sea and seem perfectly satisfied with lives that will look ordinary on social media. You begin to realize that there isn't just one way to live, and that realization is both liberating and unsettling, because the wider your view becomes, the harder it is to hold on to simple answers. That's why some people feel more lost after seeing the world, not because they learned too little, but because they learned too much. So, is seeing the world a gift or a curse? For me, it is undoubtedly a gift, not because it solves your problems. It doesn't. You can stand beneath the northern lights and still worry about your future. You can walk through ancient cities and still struggle with self-doubt. You can cross oceans and still carry your fears with you. The truth is that changing your location doesn't automatically change your life. Yet, something important does change. That is, your perspective. The world has a remarkable way of reminding us how small we are. You stand on a mountain ridge and watch endless landscapes stretch beyond the horizon. You look out of an airplane window and see entire cities reduced to tiny dots. You realize that your worries, however real they may be, occupy only a tiny corner of a vast universe. And strangely, that thought is comforting, because once you understand your own smallness, you also begin to understand that not every mistake is a disaster. Not every setback is permanent. Not every detour means you're lost. Many of the mountains we struggle to climb today may eventually become small hills in the distance. Seeing the world doesn't give you answers. What it gives you is a larger frame of reference. You stop measuring your life against a single standard. You stop believing there is only one definition of success. You learn that happiness can take many forms, and that a meaningful life doesn't always look impressive from outside. Of course, there is a price. Once you've seen a wider world, it's difficult to shrink your dreams back down. It's difficult to pretend that the life in front of you is the only life possible. Sometimes that awareness creates restlessness. Sometimes it creates longing. But I still wouldn't call it a curse, because the real tragedy isn't seeing too much. It's never discovering how vast the world truly is. The roads you travel may not change your destination. The places you visit may not fix what's broken, but they leave something behind. A different way of seeing, a quiet confidence, a deeper understanding of both the world and yourself. And years later, when life feels overwhelming again, those experiences remain. They remind you that the world is bigger than your fears, that life is longer than your current struggle, and that you are stronger than you think. So if I had to answer the question, is seeing the world a gift or curse? My answer would be simple. It is a gift. Not because it makes life easier, but because it teaches you that beyond every uncertainty lies a wider horizon. And once your heart has made room for mountains, oceans, and distant skies, many of the obstacles that once seemed impossible begin to look a little smaller. And perhaps that is one of the greatest gifts the world can offer.